beautifully introduced by Mudhurima, we have three eminent guests who have graced our panel by their presence today. They have taken time out of their very busy schedule on a Saturday evening to be with us. So, firstly, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. Gaurav Agarwal. He is the founder of the recruitment exchange Recex. But the less known fact about him is his mission was to bring people closer to their hometown so that they can get a job nearer to their hometown, being with their family. Also, a lesser known fact about Mr. Agarwal is that he spends his weekends coaching and teaching the underprivileged children. So, we welcome Mr. Gaurav Agarwal to our panel and to this wonderful event. Mr. Romesh Srivastava, we all know he is an editor-in-chief at the Sites and Plus, but the less known fact about him, he loves to lift people up. He loves to motivate people in adverse situations. He is a great motivator. He never leaves hands of the people who are in trouble. We are very, very happy to have you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Anuj Agarwal, he is the MD of Career Plus, and a less known fact about him that he's the owner of the Karamveer Chakra. And also, yes, and he has fought for the society along with his Dialogue India initiative. So we are very, very happy and blessed to have all three of you today. So today's topic of discussion of the panel, which we will limit it to 15 minutes, is that what I wish I knew then. What advice would you give to your younger self if we could go back in time? Well, I remember reading somewhere that in old times, it was said that if you want to poison people, you poison their well so that the water becomes poisoned and everybody die. But in today's day and age, as novelist Ben Okri says, if you want to poison somebody, poison their stories so that they don't tell a good story. So if you ask me, if I have to go back and tell my younger self, I would tell her, write a beautiful story, because stories sell more than CVs. So ensure that your story is a good one. So I would like to ask Mr. Gaurav Agarwal that, our main objective in today's day and age to prove ourselves. We are in a race to prove ourselves. So what if the universe gave you a chance to go back in time? So what would you tell your younger self? Would you tell him to allow to take more risks? We would love to hear from you. Over to you, Mr. Agarwal.
Thank you, guys. Amazing. Feeling very charged up to be among us two, golden girls, rightly coined word. And Madhumallika, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. So if I could tell my 25-year-old self one thing, I will say stop overthinking. Take the risk. You will regret what you don't try, not what you tried and failed. So I'll tell you my story. In 2013, when I came back to Calcutta after my stint with Unilever South Africa and Bangalore companies, I started with a small office in Calcutta near Bara Bazaar area. So that time I was looking at the map just to see what kind of clients I can pick up for my HR consultancy business. That time I thought, can I pick up the MNC businesses or the MSMEs businesses? So my gut feel said, let me charge and, probably go to the MSME businesses in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. But most of the big consultancies were only chasing MNCs in Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi. So I joined that race. 2 years down the line, I stopped myself from approaching the smaller MSMEs in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Those 2 years were really expensive for me. That was an expensive mistake which I made. 2015, I sent somebody from my office to Kolhapur. Kolhapur is a small place in Maharashtra. Trust me, there, when the person approached an MNC, right, a manufacturing unit, that is where somebody is on. People kindly mute yourself if you are on.
I would request you to mute yourselves, please. Sorry for the
Okay.
inconvenience.
So when I got the call from that gentleman who was in Kolhapur, he said people are looking, craving, and dying to work with hungry, good recruiters in Kolhapur, especially the manufacturing companies. So that is where I clearly got a lesson that comfort zone also comes with an expiry date. You cannot always feel that, okay, you are taking more time, doing things, not taking risk. So as I said, those 2 years from 2013 to 15, only chasing the big MNCs costed us a lot. Now, cut to today, 55% of our revenue comes from MSME non-IT businesses, the promoter-led companies, you know. So that time in 2013, we were saying we used to work for 15 countries. Now we say we are a proud Kolkata-based company, starting with Eastern India, then serving India, then we will think about the entire globe. Right? So that is how the process has changed us in terms of thinking. So first is, as I said, risk has to be taken. Second, we always say that first learn and then execute. I differ that. I will say to my 25-year self that please learn while doing. So I always used to think, okay, if AI is there, creating content or video content is required, I always used to think that, okay, this is the future, this is the demand. You need to voice your opinion as well. You need to articulate things well. But I used to think first, let me learn the video editing skill. Let me learn to curate content in a right storytelling way. Then I will start creating content. A year back, I started creating content about my own city of joy. And 1 year it has exploded around, each of the posts is getting more than 6 lakh to 10 lakh impressions as well. So what I simply learned from that exercise is, do not wait to, that you will complete some learning assignment or probably some course and then go into execution. Start doing things parallelly. People appreciate your journey of learning. They do not wait for you to be perfect, right? So that is very critical. I will tell always my younger self that, boss, whatever you are learning, be very vocal about it. There is a term in our startup industry known as build in public, right? So it is very clear and evident that people are more wanting to see your journey, not your perfect self. And to my third learning, which I will probably pass on to my younger self, is fail very fast. Do not wait for some big investor to jump in or some big mentor to hold your hands and then start executing. Please, like I am a big, fan of Indian mythology. I had been thinking about creating content of Indian mythology since last 2 years. In the Durga Puja Pandal, my son asked me a simple question, Papa, why Shiva is there in the Durga Pandal? That question itself triggered a thought process. Why can't this answer be replicated to a video content and I can make it public? It's simple. Do not wait for something to happen. Start fast. Even if you are failing, that's completely fine. People have very short-term memory nowadays. But if, the simple question that you guys should ask yourself, if you, are waiting for something, after 10 years, would you say you regret not taking that step? If the question is yes, you will regret not taking that step. Now, guys, that is the signal point. Please take that leap of faith and start doing and achieving your dream project. Work as a side hustle, whatever is needed, but start executing. So yeah, these were my 3 small learnings which I will give to my 25-year-old self.
I have learned so much today, and I'm sure the 50 winners out of the 2571 contestants have also learned, and we'll definitely pass on the learning to our younger generations and generation to come. So don't wait to take the risk. Take the risk. Fail. If you want to fail, fail, but jump the gun and, learn on the way. Don't wait to learn. So Lovely. Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal. It was lovely learning from you. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.